is, so how do you use social media well? How do you get to enjoy the power of social media? So firstly, one is to create profiles. You will not have access to social media if you don't have profiles. And there are basically two types of profiles on social media, on almost all the platforms. There's personal profiles, which is people. When I have a personal profile, then Afro Digital as a business also has its own profile as a business. One of the mistakes people make is to create personal profiles for their businesses. It's a mistake. For example, using Facebook as an example, when you are on Facebook, you can only have a Facebook page for a company, which they've changed into a profile in a way, but it's a page for a business. And then for yourself, you have a personal profile. So you want to have profiles. On any platform you want to interact with people or connect with people on, you want to have profiles there. So that's the first thing. And when you create your profiles, you want to have them in the best state. And I'm just going to use this example here. There are a lot of us here who are either on our way to become professionals or already professionals in certain different areas of business and life. One of the most powerful platforms that we as a people have not used very well is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not an exciting platform, as in you get a lot of news and things that are flashy and trendy stuff, but you get a lot of high value people on LinkedIn, professionals. You get a lot of high value opportunities there. I'll give you an example. As a business, we have been hiring people over the years. And one of the tricks that we've used to automatically screen people is that we simply post our adverts and ask people to apply on LinkedIn. So by doing that, naturally speaking, you get a high quality people. You get people who know what they're doing. They are generally tech savvy because we are a technology business. They're generally tech savvy and they're generally confident people. So I want to advise everybody who's watching and listening, if you are interested in careers, you're interested in advancing you get a job one day, do this, find the job placement or whatever, you want to take your LinkedIn profile seriously. So on your profile, firstly, you need a very good picture. I know people may not take this seriously, but I know you have a good phone, but you may not be the best photographer to produce the best pictures of you. So I would advise you to go to a professional photographer, get a very nice headshot done and put it on your profile, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or anything. And generally, if you are doing this for career and you want to use the same profile picture on all your platforms, so that people who connect with you in one profile can connect with you on the rest of the profiles. So you want to have that, and you want to be able to say things that are relevant on those platforms. Then the second tip of how to use social media is that you want to post content that is on a regular basis. And this is where the general issue comes. When we talk about posting content, you have to be kind of clear why you're on social media, and you have to have your values in place. Social media is a jungle. People get lost there. And I'll take this example, which I hope it to be appropriate. We have had a series of people, especially young ladies, who are becoming influencers online. And they want to use, when they have a huge following, this is actually, okay, let me explain this influencer thing first. What happens is that when you have a huge following online, like you have got 1 million people, for example, or some several thousands of people, you have business opportunities with that. Firstly, smaller businesses and people with less following than you will come to you and ask you to advertise for them. So you charge them per post. Some people charge $20, some people charge $50, some people charge $500, some people charge $5,000, depending on who they are and the market they operate in and who are the business that are coming to them. So that's like becoming an influencer. So this is become kind of an easy source of money for a lot of young people, and even older people as well. So what happens is, in their hunger of getting a lot of followers or a huge following, people end up doing things that are inappropriate. I mean, in our Christian circles, inappropriate. People lose their values. You see that the first time the young girl was posting on Instagram. She was posting a nice pictures as she was going to church, like with a nice dress as she was at church. Then you see that 3 months down the line, she's posting her pictures. She's in the house, the skirt is getting shorter and shorter, and the top is becoming more and more revealing. And of course, the more revealing and the more things become, the higher the following the person gets. And as the following is growing bigger, of course, people come with higher bids in terms of, can you market this for us? Can you post this for us? Can you post my products for me? And then they get paid. So you as you are posting regularly, which is what I'm saying by you have to post regularly to use social media well. You have to post regularly on things that align with your goals, things that align with your values, and things that align with your long-term goals. And I want to talk about long-term goals because sometimes people do things for temporary reasons, and then their brand doesn't change. You know, when I mention Coca-Cola today, you do not associate Coca-Cola with construction. You do not associate Coca-Cola maybe with hair products. You know, you associate it with food, you associate it with drink, refreshment, and maybe sports in high school. So when you create a brand with image of yourself as somebody who undresses on social media, all right, and it's going to be permanent. And you should know that the people who know you, even in the real world, in the physical world, they also follow you on social media. So that impression of you with that you have created on social media is going to stay for the long run. There are people who know me as a digital person. They don't know that I'm a pastor. They don't know that I have a family. They don't know where I stay. They don't know whether I drive or I don't drive. They don't know. They just don't know that Trust is a social media person and is good at what he does, right? So the impression I've created about myself becoming a social media person is going to last for a long time. It's in most people's life who meet me digitally, they may never know anything else that I do except that. So when you're posting, the posts that you make, they are associated with you, including the forwards, including the jokes, including the things that you just made that you found funny. There is a lot of stuff that I find funny on social media that I don't share. Not because I'm not enjoying it or because I don't want my network to know about it, but because I don't want to be associated with it. There are a lot of things that I hate that I also don't tell back or say back because I don't want that to be associated with my brand. And that's the part that really becomes important when it comes to posting.